For thousands of years, the Klamath River ran free, flowing more than 250 miles from southern Oregon to the California coast, giving life to one of the most abundant salmon runs on the entire Pacific seaboard.
My ancestors, we come from that place from time immemorial. That is the center of our spiritual world. That's where we gathered for ceremony. The salmon and the Klamath and our histories are intertwined. We're basically salmon people.
Then, between 1911 and 1962, 4 hydroelectric dams were built to meet the needs of the growing population of the Pacific Northwest.
When the dams were built, our people were displaced.
One by one, the dams blocked more than 400 miles of spawning habitat. Salmon that had returned to these waters for generations couldn't return. The reservoirs trapped nutrient-rich water in shallow pools, spawning toxic algae blooms that threatened wildlife and human health alike. Fish populations plummeted. Commercial fisheries collapsed. In 2006 alone, a complete closure of the West Coast salmon fishing cost more than $100 million in losses.
We're a small rafting business here in Southern Oregon. The Klamath is a huge part of our business. When they started talking about tearing out the dams, there was a range of different things that we were thinking about, but we were also worried about what our future business was going to look like on the Klamath.
What really drove this dam removal forward was really the tribal influence, like the Yurok tribe, where they really wanted to see the dams out and the river restored.
Dam removal for us was complicated. It's not just restoration of the river and fish, it's really restoration of our people.
The largest challenge on this project, in my mind, was not the engineering. I mean, that was complex. The biggest challenge was getting alignment through all of the stakeholders, all the way from the local community and businesses, the recreation, the tribal community, the regulatory at the state and federal level, and then the political system. And then the biggest challenge as well is doing all of that within a fixed budget to deliver a project.
McMillen provided the technical foundation of this unprecedented collaboration. Their team built sophisticated hydrological models to optimize construction sequencing and undertook comprehensive sediment modeling to protect downstream ecosystems. Then came one of the most remarkable feats of environmental engineering in recent memory: the controlled release of roughly 5 million cubic yards of sediment from behind the dams, accomplished within a single season. In September 2024, the final dam came down on budget and ahead of schedule.
One of the first times that we did a training trip out there, the dams had just come out and there were fish in the river already. I think a lot of us were just shocked. It was that moment where I thought, this is working.
The ultimate goal was volitional fish passage, and that was within 2 weeks. And that just doesn't happen.
Within months, Chinook salmon began returning to tributaries that had been inaccessible for generations. They came in numbers not seen for more than a century, spawning in waters their ancestors had known, in a river finally able to receive them. 400 miles of habitat reopened, water temperatures dropping, toxic algae blooms gone, a river healing.
This was a huge project and there was a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, we were listened to.
The fish are back, we're back. It's a beautiful thing.
I never thought that a dam removal project would be one of the capping career projects for me. But at the end of the day, it was one of the most challenging, one of the most rewarding. And the end benefit to society and to the stakeholders is just beyond description.
Klamath salmon support commercial fisheries valued at $150 million per year and sustain a recreation economy that reaches across the region. The Klamath River Renewal is more than the largest dam removal project in history. It is proof of what has become possible when cultural stewardship, ecological science, and engineering excellence align around a common purpose. It is a model for how to restore what we have lost and how we build what comes next. The American Council of Engineering Companies is pleased to recognize McMillen Incorporated with the 2026 Engineering Excellence Awards Grand Conceptor Award for embodying the true spirit of engineering.